This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, NASCAR lost one of the family members this past week, Steve Patterson, technical director for NASCAR. Steve led many of NASCAR's safety initiatives, including the development and the installation of safer barriers, management and improved the head and neck restraints, and improved seat belts. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please pause for a moment of silent prayer to remember our good friend, Steve.
Show you what happened there. Watch the upper part of your screen. James Busher in the 32.
Oh, we had a little contact, but everybody seems to get out of there without any real damage. Got a little problem right here with the 47 car, Kelly Byers.
He is forward up in the wall. Contact.
Right there, bud. Hold the brake.
And that will bring out caution for the second time tonight.
It's kind of a strange place to be in the wall. He just wasn't quite clear to get in that corner. He was trying to get that angle of getting in the corner, and he was probably passing this 52 thinking he had enough room.
All on the track, guys. Crash on the racetrack, the 27 car, Brad Coleman. Will bring out caution for the fourth time tonight. The back of his Ford Fusion has some damage where he's had contact with the wall. Going to bring out caution number 4.
No contact. Just looks like he jumped out from under Brad off the corner.
Yeah, you could see him as he got back into gas, started to lose the back end of the car. It looked like he was trying to drive it out of it, but just...
there. Oh, his contact.
Oh, we got a big problem.
Oh, right in the head on into the wall. The 29 car of Scott Wimmer. Contact from the inside on the 5 and right up across in front.
That's a lot of good race cars taken out.
Oh, my heavens. That's as head-on as I've seen a car hit in a long time. Right, just turned right into the wall, that 29 car.
Yeah, he's killed the front of this thing.
pushing down into turn 3.
Here they are coming out of 3 into 4.
Looks like the 29 got a little bit of a tap from the 5 car, actually, to get him started there.
Yeah, it looks like he was plenty loose already, and he got a little bit of a tap from the 5. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, and he could have had to check up because he was loose, and that's when the 5 got into him.
Boy, the 1 car, Mike Bliss, he gets a lot of damage out of this. So does Reed Sorensen. Somebody's wheel or tire came off the car.
Now, was the back of the 29 car already sliding, or did he get a tap from the 5? It looked almost like a 29 car. Let's see if we can see here. Hard to see from this angle, but was he already sideways?
Oh, boy, that is a tough angle to watch right there.
Oh, boy, he went head on into the wall.
Hard hit and then gets hit again.
Yeah.
We saw Scott Wimmer was moving around in his car. Chad Keselowski thinking that he might can go to the outside now.
Oh, trouble. That's too bad.
Contact, and that, oh, my goodness, they're not going anywhere now. The 99 in the wall, and Keselowski right there with him.
It looks like Rudeman got the worst of that little exchange.
And David Rudeman, probably had the best car here.
Killed the right front. Try to keep it on the bottom, NASCAR said if you can.
And we told you the points battle was at stake, and these are huge. This is a huge hit for the 99 car, not only on the racetrack, but in the point standings as he was closing in.
I just said that David Rubin was not thinking about points. A while ago he wasn't, now he is. He's thinking of all the points he's going to lose.
Well, the 88 was making a move on the high side. Let's see what's happening coming off the corner.
That's just a racing deal, Dale, looks like to me. I don't know what your take is on that, but the 88 was just barely up enough, maybe not enough to take that spot away from that 99.
Depends on which one of those cars you're in as to exactly.
And here's the 17 car of our pole sitter, Jamie McMurray, slowing down.
You have to wonder if that low oil pressure light that he had early in the race has now come back to bite him. Maybe took its toll on this engine if it really indeed was low on oil pressure.
They thought it might have been an electrical malfunction because the car was running so well. But that is not the case now.
Fastest car on the racetrack the last few laps.
He was a little bit upset. He felt like the media had been given too much credit to his new sponsor, Incredible Pizza. And I thought that was a little bit odd because most drivers want to give their sponsor a big plug. He said, well, don't get me wrong. They've helped out a lot. but the real credit goes to this team. This team is made up of just 12 full-time guys, and he says it's their hard work and their determination that has gotten them back to this level. In particular, their crew chief, Todd Gordon. You see him there pictured? Well, Todd Gordon, to give you an idea of how much work these guys do, well, he's not only the crew chief, but he's also the shock specialist and the engineer on the team.
Sort of a throwback, guys, of the old teams with very few people, and you had multiple jobs.
They're not thinking about what they don't have. They're thinking about what they do have. They do have a sponsor. They do have a race team, and they're out there doing everything they can with what they have.
You know, I think they go by that John Wooden motto that it's amazing how much can be accomplished if nobody cares who gets the credit, and that's exactly the way Jason Keller is right there. Yeah, he's not taking any of the credit, but he deserves a lot of it also as the driver of this race car and keeping all of that going. So it's the type of team that you like to see having some success. We're seeing Clint Boyer right here, our points leader, get back a few points there by passing David Scrimmy. We saw Scrimmy go up there and work himself up to the 6th spot, but now he's fallen back, and this has allowed Clint Boyer to get a few more points back.
3 laps to go here at Gateway International Raceway. And Carl Edwards from Columbia, Missouri. He won here in 2006. He had gone since June of last year all the way up until last month without a win. 37 races, and finally, after a change in the crew chief and a little chemistry adjustment, Carl went to victory lane at Milwaukee. He won 4 times. By this time a year ago, he has won once this year, and you heard him a little bit ago say, we got to win more races if we're going to have a chance to climb back in this points championship. Couple of teammates here, Landon Castle and Brad Keselowski in the 5 and 88. They are 5th and 6th.
Race a little bit harder for that top 5 spot than you would for, say, 6th place. So I'm sure Brad Keselowski is going to give him all he wants right here.
Yeah, he is, but it's a great comeback for Brad Keselowski, who looked like after that little incident with the 99 car, they had to spend a little bit of extra time in the pits to repair that car, put some tape on the front of it to come back from where they restarted. This is a really good night, and what could have been devastating for them points-wise turns out to be pretty good.
Final lap here for cousin Carl Edwards in the Roush Fenway Ford. How good is it for Carl Edwards, who grew up with a little boy wanting to win here? He did it in 2006. And now coming out of turn 4, the kid from Columbia, Missouri wins at Gateway. Carl Edwards gets win number 2 in 2008.
Awesome job, guys. Carl, you're great, man. Awesome, awesome. Man, you don't know how much that means, Drew. Thank you, guys.
He's going to get that top 5 spot.
We saw him wheeling it off of that last corner, just trying to make that happen.
Great comeback.
Coming down to finish out of turn 4. You see Keselowski, they probably had told him that the 2 car, Clint Boyer, had moved all the way up to 8th position, so he needed that valuable spot.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.